Well, hello there. Fancy seeing you here. I've had some of my fellow Twitch streaming friends ask me how I got started streaming on YouTube. So in this video, I'm going to show y'all the bare necessities you'll need to start up a YouTube stream and some of the things I've learned along the way, like some of the terminology that YouTube streamers use that I didn't know going into it. Wee little disclaimer before we get into the schmeat of the video. This is by no means a full tutorial. I am very much still learning myself. I just would like to share the things that I've learned and the things that I've done after going live on YouTube a handful of times. Oh, and also, if you don't know who I am, hi, I'm Paya. My pronouns are they, them. Nice to meet you. I'm a variety streamer, mainly on Twitch right now, but I also have been dabbling in YouTube streaming, and I'm also just a content creator who exists on the internet. Let's get right to it, shall we? I am in my YouTube studio right now, and what you're going to want to do is just click create and then go live. I know the very first time you click on that, it is going to ask you to verify your account before you can go live, and I believe that process takes up to 24 hours, so make sure you do that before you actually want to go live. So clicking go live will bring you to this page where you have three options on the side. You can manage your scheduled live streams. You can manage your webcam if you want to stream straight from the browser instead of using a streaming software like OBS. And then here is basically going to be your stream manager like on Twitch. You can change the title, the game category, all that stuff while you're live from this page. So I am actually streaming on YouTube tomorrow, so we can go through the process of scheduling a stream together. So I'm going to click schedule stream. You can choose mobile if you're streaming on mobile, but I am streaming from OBS. And it gives you the option to reuse any of the stream details from any past live streams. So I'm going to do that. That's handy dandy. Reuse settings. One thing I like to include in my titles is a big ol' red dot that says that I'm live, and this is kind of helpful for viewers who are viewing your stream from their recommended page, their main page on YouTube. It helps differentiate the live streams on their page from the actual videos, since they seem to pop up on recommended together. So tomorrow I'm playing the Little Nightmares DLC. Then starting Little Nightmares 2. Awesome. So YouTube does not have panels the way Twitch does. So what I like to do is put some things that are normally my Twitch panels in my description. So a little blurb about me, my rules, some of my commands that I have that are active, a donation link, my Discord link, and my socials. Then after your description, you can go down here and choose a category for your live stream, as well as a game if you're playing one. And also you can upload a thumbnail that you made previously. That will be the cover of your video if you decide to publish the VOD from your live stream on your channel, and it'll also be the cover of your stream whenever it's recommended to people on their main page. So instead of Twitch choosing a random frame of your face that may not be as flattering, you have this beautiful thumbnail that you have made previously. So I automatically have it so that my VOD from my stream is posted publicly, and I make sure that it is saving to the correct playlist. I have a playlist where all of my past live streams are nice and neat. And then finally down here, you can decide if you want your live stream to be recommended to children or if you don't want it to be recommended to children. I have an 18+ community, 18+ everything, so I always have it, nor we do not want the children. Then if you want to click show more, this is where you can add tags to your stream. I'm still very much learning about this, so if anyone has any knowledge they would like to share, please do so in the comments. But yeah, you can choose any tags you would like to include, the language of your stream, and down here you can choose how harsh or how not harsh your auto mod is for YouTube moderation. Then I'll click next, and this is where you can choose if you want to have it in sub only mode. I always have it to anyone, obviously, but if you ever want that, that's an option here. And live commentary is where you can choose specific people who are the only people who are allowed to talk in your chat if you're ever needing that. Also, there's a slow mode. So if you're used to having your chat in slow mode on Twitch, you can still have that on YouTube. And then we can click next. And this is where you can choose if you want to go ahead and make your live stream public or private. Now, this is really neat. I like this feature a lot with YouTube streaming. I have been going ahead and making my live stream public, and what it creates is basically a waiting room for any of your viewers who want to wait in there for you to go live. It's kind of like a starting soon scene, like the first few minutes of Twitch streams. Usually Twitch streamers have a starting soon scene. It's kind of like that, and it has a countdown and everything. It has like a little bell that it basically prompts viewers to click to notify them whenever you actually do go live. It's really neat. I like it a lot. Alright, so I have made my stream set for the time that I'm going to be starting, which is 8 p.m. later today, because it's late at night right now when I'm filming this. I have it public, so I'm going to click done. So then after you save that, it brings you over to your stream manager basically to check on some things that we'll get into in a little bit. And then what I like to do is I like to go back to the manage page, and you can see your live stream is scheduled now. And what I like to do is I get a shareable link and I share that link with my community through my Discord, and I'll show you what that looks like. So this is what that shareable link looks like. This is my waiting room. So you can see it has a countdown, it has a little bell so people can get notified whenever I go live. It shows all of my description. They can give the video a thumbs up already. They can go ahead and start chatting in the chat box if they want to. It's really cool stuff. So we have our stream scheduled in YouTube. Now we just got to make sure our OBS is ready to go. I'm not going to screen share my OBS because I don't want to streamception you, but what I'm doing is I'm going to File and then Settings, and that should pull up a menu. Yes. Okay, so here's the menu that I get, and what I want to do is go to Stream. And then I already have it set to YouTube, but if you're coming from Twitch, it'll be set to Twitch, and then you'll need to just click YouTube. And then from there, this is the easiest part, it'll just ask you to connect to your YouTube account, and that's it. Once you set up your YouTube account with OBS, you're good to go. If you're using a different streaming platform that requires your stream key, you will be able to find it on this page right here, and you can copy and paste it into your streaming software. Other than that, what you'll need to do in OBS is make some new scenes so they correlate with your YouTube instead of just reusing your Twitch ones, and also making new buttons on your Stream Deck if you have one to work with those new scenes. So now that you have a YouTube stream scheduled, you will now see some new options down here. And two very important things that you will need to do that I learned the hard way of not doing is enable your auto start and enable your auto stop. Make sure they're both toggled on. This will make it so that whenever you press start streaming in OBS and stop streaming in OBS, it actually stops and starts your stream. Otherwise, you'll have to do it from this page. If it's disabled, you'll see a start stream and end stream button somewhere up here. So make sure you have those two enabled. Then you can decide if you want to enable DVR, which basically allows your viewers to rewind your stream and watch it from any point while you are still live and straight from the viewing page. I think it's really cool, and I think it's also really good for clipping, which yes, clipping is a thing on YouTube. So I always have it enabled. Then if you go down a little bit more, you have more options. You could choose your latency, which as streamers, we know how important latency is. So I always have it on ultra low latency. And for those of you who don't know, latency is basically how fast you type a message as a viewer and I see it and I respond to it and how quick that interaction is. So very important. And the only thing that's a little fucky about this is if I choose low latency, I cannot choose closed captions. It does not allow me to do both. I'm not really sure what that is. If anyone knows the answer to that, feel free to share below in the comments. But I keep my captions off and I choose low latency. Now, accessibility is really important to me, and I have to have closed captions because I am someone who always watches everything with closed captions. So a little roundabout way I have gotten around this is in my OBS, I have been using the Google speech-to-text plugin for very long for my captions on Twitch. So I already have that in my OBS, and what I do is I pop out the captions dock and I actually window capture it as a source on my YouTube streams. And lastly, you have the option if you do not want your streams to auto post as a video on your channel, you can turn this on. so it doesn't post. But I have it off, so my live stream automatically posts as a video. All right, so now I'm gonna kind of talk about a few things you may want to think about before starting a YouTube stream, like moderation. So let me show you how to add some moderators to your channel. You're gonna go from your YouTube studio to settings, and then you're gonna click on community. And on here, this is where you can add moderators, and what you do is you just add their channel link here and it'll add them as a moderator. Another way you can add moderators is actually straight from your live stream chat. You'll see 3 little dots next to each chatter's name, and whenever you click those dots, there's an option to add moderator straight from your live stream chat. One thing that I just learned recently is the terminology on YouTube for banning is actually hiding. So if someone pops up in your YouTube stream chat and they're acting a fool and you want to ban them, you click on those same 3 little dots next to their name and you click hide. Hiding a user will basically ban them from your channel. They won't be able to comment on any of your content, including your live stream, and it also makes them not allowed to create any clips of your live stream. Another thing you can add to your YouTube streams to make them a little bit more spicy is a chat bot with commands. In the past, for my YouTube live streams, I have been using Nightbot, which seems to be okay. It's a little hit or miss. So I'm going to be trying out Stream Elements chatbot and see how that works, but if anyone has any input on that, I'm all ears. Something to note about chatbots is if you're already using a chatbot like Nightbot on your Twitch stream, is you're actually going to have to completely fully log out of your Nightbot Twitch account and re-log in with a new YouTube Nightbot account. This means that you're going to have to make a bunch of new commands. You can't reuse any of your old commands. And same with things like Stream Elements, you're gonna have to log all the way out and log back in with your YouTube login. So you're gonna have to remake some of your goals, your overlays, things like that, if you have any of that kind of stuff in Stream Elements, which I did. Speaking of Stream Elements, I started using Stream Elements for my YouTube live stream alerts. Initially, I wanted to use this alert system through Stream Elements for both new subscribers, which is basically just like following, and donations, but I quickly learned that the alert only went off if the person subscribing to me had a public account. If a person had a private account, I would not get the alert, but my subscriber count would go up. So it was a little finicky, but I ended up scratching the subscriber alert and the subscriber goal. So I was able to make a donation alert, and the only thing with that is I already had a donation page set up with Stream Elements, but because it was through Twitch, it wasn't working. So you have to fully make a new tipping page within your YouTube Stream Elements account so everything is cohesive and the alerts go off. So just to be clear, your Twitch tipping page is completely separate from your YouTube streaming page if you're doing it through Stream Elements like I did. And speaking about money, really the only way to get support through YouTube as someone who's not monetized by YouTube is through some sort of external tipping page. Once you do get monetized on YouTube after meeting their requirements, you can get paid by them through ads, through super chats, which is basically like Twitch's elevated chats, memberships, which is basically like Twitch's subs, and gifted memberships. I do believe I have covered all of the steps that I took whenever setting up my YouTube stream, and also some of the stuff that I learned along the way. I really hope this helps. If y'all have any questions, please feel free to comment them. If I don't know the answer, I'm sure someone else probably does. And again, my name's Paya. If you happen to find this helpful, or if you just enjoyed listening along, it would mean a lot to me if you gave this video a thumbs up, if you subscribed, if you clicked that little bell to stay notified whenever I post stuffs on here or go live on here. That'd be really cool. Oh, and good luck with YouTube streaming. I'm excited for you, and I'm excited for us.